There's a specific moment that occurs in the life of almost everyone who has crossed the threshold of the 50th year. A quiet morning when the face looking back from the mirror seems to hold a secret that was not there the day before. It is not merely the appearance of a new line etched around the eyes or a subtle softening of the jawline, but rather a deeper, more profound shift in the very vitality of the skin itself, a sensation that the inner light which once glowed effortlessly has begun to dim. This is the reality of the post-50 transition, a time when the biological symphony of the body changes its tempo, driven by the silent but powerful fluctuating tides of our hormones. For women especially, but also for men, this period marks a departure from the high-octane resilience of youth into a phase where the body demands not just fuel, but true nourishment, protection, and a new kind of respect. It is in this context, amidst the confusion of menopause symptoms, the frustration of dry and thinning skin, and the fatigue that seems to settle deep in the bones, that we turn our eyes toward nature's most unassuming miracles. We are not looking for synthetic quick fixes or expensive chemical interventions, but rather for an ancient wisdom encapsulated in a tiny, mottled seed that has survived civilizations and sustained warriors. We are talking about the Chia seed, a speck of existence so small it can get lost on the tip of a finger, yet so potent it holds the power to rewrite the narrative of aging. To understand why this seed is considered miraculous for those over 50, we must first abandon the clinical view of food as merely calories and macronutrients, and instead view it as information, instructions that we send to our cells every single day. When you consume chia seeds, you are not just eating a topping on your yogurt. You are dispatching a powerful signal to your hormonal system and your skin cells to repair, to hydrate, and to calm the fires of inflammation that naturally rise with age. This journey into the benefits of chia begins not in the stomach, but in the cellular membranes of your skin, the very barrier that protects you from the world. As we age, specifically after the half-century mark, the decline in estrogen levels triggers a cascade of effects, the most noticeable being the loss of oil production and the weakening of the skin barrier, making the skin feel akin to parchment paper, fragile, dry, and prone to irritation. This is where the first miraculous benefit of chia seeds unveils itself, acting as a supreme internal moisturizer and a builder of cellular integrity. The magic lies in the extraordinary concentration of alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA, the plant-based form of omega-3 fatty acids found within these seeds. While we often hear about omega-3s in the context of heart health, their role in skin architecture after 50 is nothing short of revolutionary because, unlike the surface-level creams that sit on top of the skin, the fatty acid from chia seeds are incorporated into the cell membranes themselves. Imagine for a moment that every cell in your body is a tiny house. As we age, the walls of these houses become stiff and brittle, making it difficult for nutrients to get in and for waste to get out, leading to a dull complexion and sluggish metabolism. The omega-3s in chia seeds act like a high-quality oil that lubricates these walls, restoring their flexibility and fluidity, allowing the cells to breathe again. This biological softening translates visibly to the surface, creating a texture that is more supple, more resilient, and capable of holding on to moisture in a way that aging skin often forgets how to do. But the restoration of the lipid barrier is only the beginning of the story, for the skin is merely a reflection of the internal environment, and after 50, that internal environment is often besieged by a silent, invisible enemy known as chronic low-grade inflammation. This brings us deeper into the narrative of why chia is essential for the mature body, touching upon the second major benefit, which is the modulation of systemic inflammation that disrupts hormonal balance. As we age, the body's natural ability to quell inflammation diminishes, and this chronic heat within the system is what accelerates the breakdown of collagen and elastin, the very scaffolding that keeps our skin firm. This inflammatory state is often exacerbated by the hormonal fluctuations of menopause and andropause, creating a vicious cycle where inflammation messes with hormones and imbalanced hormones cause more inflammation. Chia seeds enter this chaotic environment like a cooling rain on a parched and burning landscape. The unique profile of antioxidants found in chia seeds, specifically chlorogenic acid, caffeic acid, myricetin, and quercetin, work in tandem with the omega-3s to hunt down and neutralize the free radicals that are produced by this inflammatory fire. This is not just about preventing wrinkles. It is about preserving the very structure of your face and the health of your glands. When you consume chia seeds regularly, you are effectively lowering the systemic alarm bells in your body, allowing your adrenal glands, which are often overworked trying to manage stress and inflammation after 50, to rest and recover. This is crucial because, in the postmenopausal body, the adrenal glands take over the job of producing small amounts of sex hormones. If they're too busy fighting inflammation, they cannot perform this vital hormonal backup function. Therefore, the anti-inflammatory power of chia seeds is not just a skin benefit. It is a hormonal preservation strategy, ensuring that the limited resources of the aging body are used for vitality and balance rather than fighting a constant internal war. As we continue to peel back the layers of this superfood, we must address the mechanism of hydration, which is often misunderstood as simply drinking water. After 50, you can drink liters of water and still suffer from cellular dehydration because the body loses its ability to hold onto that water. This is where the physical properties of the chia seed offer a clue to its biological magic. Anyone who has ever soaked chia seeds in water knows the transformation that occurs. They swell to 10 or 12 times their original size, forming a gelatinous coating known as mucilage. This unique soluble fiber is not just a culinary curiosity. It is a hydrophilic miracle. When you consume this gel, or when the seeds form this gel within your digestive tract, they create a slow-release hydration system for the body. Unlike plain water, which can pass through the system quickly, the water held within the chia matrix is released slowly into the bloodstream, maintaining a steady state of hydration that is critical for older adults who often have a diminished thirst mechanism. This sustained hydration is directly linked to the appearance of the skin, giving it that elusive plumpness that is so often lost with age. When the body is hydrated from the inside out in this sustained manner, the skin cells swell up like a sponge, soaking up water, smoothing out fine lines, and giving the face a rested, rejuvenated look that no topical serum can replicate. Furthermore, this hydrophilic property plays a massive role in detoxification. As the chia gel moves through the digestive tract, it acts like a gentle broom, sweeping away accumulated toxins and excess hormones that the liver has processed but the gut has failed to eliminate. This leads us seamlessly into the complex and fascinating relationship between chia seeds, the gut microbiome, and hormonal regulation, a connection that science is only just beginning to fully appreciate, but which ancient medicine has intuitively understood for centuries. The digestive system after 50 slows down. The production of stomach acid decreases, and the motility of the intestines becomes sluggish, which can lead to a condition where the body reabsorbs waste products, including metabolized hormones like old estrogen. This reabsorption is dangerous and is linked to various health issues including weight gain, mood swings, and an increased risk of hormone-driven cancers. Chia seeds provide a massive dose of fiber, both soluble and insoluble, which is exactly what the aging gut requires to keep moving efficiently. But it is not just about regularity. It is about the estrobolome, a specific set of bacteria in the gut that is responsible for metabolizing and regulating the body's circulating estrogen. By feeding these specific bacteria with the prebiotic fibers found in chia seeds, you are essentially gardening your own internal ecosystem to favor hormonal balance. When the estrobolome is healthy and fed by the fibers of chia, it ensures that excess estrogen is safely excreted from the body rather than recirculated. This is a profound benefit for women over 50 who may be dealing with estrogen dominance relative to progesterone, or for those on hormone replacement therapy who want to ensure their body metabolizes the hormone safely. It creates a cleaner internal environment, and when the gut is clean and functioning optimally, the skin clears up, the eyes become brighter, and the foggy veil that often clouds the mind during hormonal shifts begins to lift. The connection is undeniable. A happy gut leads to happy hormones, and chia seeds are the ultimate peacekeeper in this biological alliance. Moreover, we cannot speak of the benefits of chia without discussing the stabilization of insulin, a hormone that arguably dictates the rate at which we age more than any other. After 50, the body naturally becomes more resistant to insulin, meaning it has to work harder to push sugar into the cells for energy. This insulin resistance is a primary driver of the dreaded middle-age spread or belly fat, as well as the dark patches and skin tags that often appear on the neck and body. High insulin levels also trigger the production of sebum and androgen hormones, which can lead to adult acne, a cruel irony for those also dealing with wrinkles. The gel-forming action of chia seeds slows down the enzymatic breakdown of carbohydrates into sugar, meaning that when you eat chia with a meal, it blunts the blood sugar spike that would normally follow. This is magical for the aging body. By preventing these sharp spikes and crashes in blood glucose, chia seeds prevent the pancreas from having to pump out massive amounts of insulin. When insulin is kept low and steady, the body is signaled to burn fat for fuel rather than store it. For the skin, this is a saving grace because high blood sugar leads to a process called glycation, where sugar molecules bind to collagen and elastin fibers, turning them brittle and causing them to snap, literally causing wrinkles and sagging. By controlling the speed of digestion and the release of sugar, chia seeds are effectively anti-glycation agents, protecting the structural proteins of your youth from being caramelized by sugar. It is a defense mechanism that works every time you eat, turning your meals into a protective shield against accelerated aging. This control over blood sugar also translates into sustained energy levels. One of the most common complaints after 50 is the afternoon crash, that overwhelming wave of exhaustion that hits around 3 p.m., often driven by the roller coaster of blood sugar instability. Because chia seeds provide a slow, sustained release of energy, combined with complete proteins and healthy fats, they provide a steady fuel source that keeps the mind sharp and the body active throughout the day. This energy is not the jittery, anxious energy of caffeine, but a grounded, enduring stamina. The kind of energy that allows you to engage with life, to exercise, to garden, to play with grandchildren, and to maintain the muscle mass that is so critical for metabolic health. As we delve deeper into the nutrient density of these tiny seeds, we encounter the essential minerals that become non-negotiable after 50: calcium, magnesium, and zinc. The focus on calcium is usually centered on bone health, which is indeed critical as the protective effect of estrogen on bone density wanes, leading to osteopenia and osteoporosis. Chia seeds are a powerhouse of plant-based calcium, containing more calcium by weight than milk, but unlike dairy, they come packaged with magnesium and boron, minerals that are essential for the absorption and utilization of calcium. You cannot simply flood the body with calcium and expect strong bones. You need the magnesium to direct that calcium into the skeletal structure rather than letting it calcify in the arteries or joints. The magnesium in chia seeds plays a dual role. While it strengthens the bones, it also acts as nature's relaxation mineral. In the hormonal turmoil of menopause, sleep often becomes elusive, disrupted by night sweats and racing thoughts. Magnesium helps to soothe the nervous system, regulating the neurotransmitters that govern sleep and mood. It relaxes the muscles, preventing the cramping that often plagues older adults at night, and prepares the body for a deep, restorative rest. And it is during this deep sleep that the body releases human growth hormone, HGH, the primary repair hormone that fixes tissue damage and keeps the skin thick and youthful. By facilitating better sleep through magnesium content, chia seeds indirectly boost the body's own anti-aging repair mechanisms that only activate when we are unconscious. Zinc, another mineral abundant in chia, acts as a critical cofactor for collagen synthesis. You can eat all the protein you want, but without zinc, your body cannot weave that protein into the strong fibers of collagen that hold up your skin. Zinc is also vital for the immune system and for the regulation of oil production in the skin, preventing both dryness and the inflammation of pores. It is a trace mineral that many people over 50 are deficient in, Yet it is essential for the healing of wounds and the maintenance of the senses of taste and smell, which can diminish with age. The presence of zinc in chia seeds adds another layer to their protective profile, ensuring that the skin can repair itself from the daily micro-damage caused by UV rays and pollution. The narrative of chia is one of synergy. It is not just one nutrient doing the work. It is the orchestra of omega-3s, fiber, protein, antioxidants, and minerals playing in perfect harmony to support a body that is undergoing a major physiological transition. It is about providing the raw materials for a body that is no longer running on the infinite resources of youth, but requires strategic, high-quality support to maintain its elegance and function. As we embrace this first part of our journey into the world of chia, we begin to see that these seeds are more than food. They're a daily ritual of self-care, a commitment to honoring the vessel that carries us through life. They represent a shift in mindset from fighting aging to supporting healthy aging, from trying to look 20 to trying to look and feel the most vibrant version of 50, 60, or 70. As we emerge from the microscopic world of cellular hydration and the intricacies of insulin regulation, we must turn our gaze toward the very scaffolding that holds the human form upright against the relentless pull of gravity. The aging process, particularly after the fifth decade, is often characterized by a silent retraction. Bones become less dense, muscles lose their tone, and the physical presence seems to shrink. This is not merely an aesthetic concern, but a fundamental issue of vitality and independence. Here, the humble chia seed reveals itself not just as a nutrient source, but as a guardian of our structural integrity, offering a complete protein profile that is rare in the plant kingdom and absolutely critical for the aging body. Unlike animal proteins, which can sometimes be inflammatory or hard on the aging kidneys if consumed in excess, the protein found in chia seeds is clean, easily digestible, and packed with all 9 essential amino acids. This completeness is the key, for these amino acids are the very building blocks of life, necessary for the repair of every tissue in the body, from the lining of the gut to the collagen matrix of the skin. This brings us to a crucial understanding of the relationship between muscle mass and hormonal health. Sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass, is a condition that accelerates rapidly after 50, and it is inextricably linked to hormonal decline. Muscle tissue is metabolically active. It burns calories, regulates glucose, and even produces signaling molecules that communicate with other organs. When we lose muscle, our metabolism slows, our insulin sensitivity drops, and our skin loses the firm underlying structure that keeps it taut. By providing a high-quality source of plant-based protein, chia seeds support the maintenance of lean muscle mass, acting as a nutritional anchor that prevents physical frailty. When you consume chia seeds, especially after light resistance exercise, you're feeding your muscles the precise fuel they need to repair and grow, keeping the metabolic fires burning bright, and ensuring that the skin draped over your frame remains firm and lifted rather than sagging and loose. But the structural benefits extend beyond muscle into the very marrow of our existence, our bones. We touched upon calcium earlier, but the story of chia and bone health is a narrative of minerals working in concert. It is the boron in chia seeds that deserves a spotlight in the theater of postmenopausal health. Boron is a trace mineral that is often overlooked, yet is a powerful ally for bones and hormones. It helps the body metabolize calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus, preventing them from being lost through urination. More importantly, boron has been shown to increase the serum levels of estradiol, the most potent form of estrogen, in postmenopausal women. In a time when estrogen levels are naturally plummeting, this gentle boost provided by the nutrient synergy in chia seeds can be a significant factor in maintaining bone density and preventing the brittleness that leads to fractures. It is a form of nutritional alchemy, turning a simple seed into a shield for your skeleton. As we move from the static structure of bones to the dynamic rhythm of circulation, we encounter the cardiovascular benefits of chia seeds, which are directly linked to the radiance of the skin. The skin is the last organ to receive nutrients. The body prioritizes the heart, brain, and lungs, sending blood to the skin only when the vital organs are satisfied. As we age, our circulation tends to compromise. Capillaries become fragile, and blood flow to the extremities diminishes. This is why aging skin often looks pale, ashy, or dull. It is literally starving for the oxygen and nutrients carried by the blood. The high concentration of omega-3 fatty acids in chia seeds, specifically alpha-linolenic acid, acts as a natural blood thinner and a vasodilator, helping to relax the walls of the arteries and improve blood flow throughout the entire system. When circulation is optimized, the skin receives a fresh supply of oxygenated blood, bringing with it the vitamins and minerals necessary for repair and carrying away the metabolic waste products that cause dullness. This internal flow creates what we often call the post-workout glow, but with chia seeds, it is a sustained radiance that comes from a healthy cardiovascular system. Furthermore, the fiber in chia seeds binds to cholesterol in the digestive tract, dragging it out of the body before it can clog the arteries. By lowering LDL cholesterol and maintaining healthy blood pressure, chia seeds ensure that the highways of the body remain open and clear. A healthy heart pumps life into the face. It ensures that the rosy hue of the cheeks is not makeup, but a sign of vitality. The connection is simple yet profound. If you want your skin to glow, you must love your heart, and chia seeds are one of the most potent love letters you can write to your cardiovascular system. However, the human experience after 50 is not just physical. It is deeply psychological and emotional. The fluctuations in hormones can play havoc with the mind, leading to anxiety, brain fog, and a sense of emotional instability that can be frightening. This leads us to the fifth miraculous benefit, the impact of chia seeds on brain health and mood regulation. The brain is approximately 60% fat, and it requires a constant supply of healthy fats to maintain the integrity of its neuronal membranes. The omega-3s in chia are neuroprotective, helping to shield the brain from the inflammation that is linked to cognitive decline and conditions like Alzheimer's. But beyond protection, there is the aspect of mood. Chia seeds are a rich source of tryptophan, an amino acid that is the precursor to serotonin, the neurotransmitter responsible for feelings of well-being and happiness. In the chaotic hormonal landscape of menopause, serotonin levels often drop, leading to mood swings and depression. By providing the raw material for serotonin production, chia seeds help to stabilize the mood, promoting a sense of calm and resilience. This internal calmness is immediately reflected in the face. We often underestimate how much stress ages us. High levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, break down collagen faster than almost anything else. Cortisol is an enemy of youthful skin. It causes the skin to thin, it inhibits repair, and it leads to that tired, drawn look that no amount of sleep seems to cure. By supporting the production of happy hormones and providing the magnesium to calm the nervous system, chia seeds act as a buffer against stress. When you feel calm, your face relaxes, the furrowed brow smooths out, and the tension that pulls down the corners of the mouth dissipates. The chia glow is as much about a peaceful mind as it is about a healthy body. This cognitive support extends to the phenomenon known as menopause brain, or the general mental fogginess that can accompany aging. The combination of stabilized blood sugar, reduced inflammation, and increased blood flow to the brain creates an environment where mental clarity can thrive. You find yourself able to focus better, to remember names more easily, and to engage in conversations with a sharpness that defies age. This intellectual vitality is attractive. It gives a sparkle to the eyes and an animation to the face that is the very essence of youthfulness. It is a reminder that beauty is not just about the absence of wrinkles, but about the presence of life, wit, and engagement with the world, all of which are supported by a brain that is well-fed and chemically balanced. Now, let us pause to consider the bioavailability of these nutrients, for there is a science to consuming chia that maximizes these benefits. The seed itself is protected by a durable outer shell, designed by nature to survive passage through the digestive tract of birds and animals so it can be planted elsewhere. While our digestive systems can break down whole chia seeds to some extent, particularly when they are soaked and the shell is softened by the mucilage, there is a strong case to be made for the practice of grinding chia seeds. When pulverized into a fine meal, the surface area increases exponentially, releasing the oils and minerals trapped within the cellular matrix of the seed. For the body over 50, where digestion may be less robust, ground chia seeds offer a direct injection of nutrients, bypassing the need for heavy mechanical breakdown in the stomach. However, the soaking method, creating the chia gel, remains a superior method for hydration and gut health. The wisdom lies in listening to your body and varying the preparation. The gel, slippery and soothing, is a balm for the digestive lining, healing the gut and ensuring the smooth transit of waste. The ground meal, sprinkled over oatmeal or blended into smoothies, is a nutrient bomb for the brain and muscles. Both methods honor the seed's potential, but they serve slightly different physiological needs. It is this versatility that makes chia so unique. It is a chameleon of the culinary world, able to adapt to sweet or savory, liquid or solid, acting as a thickener, a binder, or a topping, all while delivering its payload of health. We must also address the concept of oxidative stress in greater detail, as it is the biochemical process that chia seeds are uniquely equipped to fight. Imagine an apple cut open and left on the counter. It turns brown. That is oxidation. The same process happens inside our bodies and on our skin. We rust from the inside out due to the free radicals generated by breathing, eating, moving, and being exposed to sunlight. The antioxidants in chia seeds are the anti-rust agents. They sacrifice themselves to neutralize these free radicals before they can damage your DNA. This is critical after 50 because our endogenous antioxidant systems, the ones our body makes itself, become less efficient. We need to import more protection from our diet. The specific antioxidants in chia, such as camphorol and quercetin, have been studied for their anti-carcinogenic properties and their ability to protect the heart. But for the skin, they are the guardians of luminosity. They prevent the lipids on the skin's surface from oxidizing, which is what causes blackheads and a dull complexion. They protect the fibroblasts, the cells that make collagen, ensuring that the factory of youth stays open for business. Every spoonful of chia is like sending a cleaning crew into the cells to scrub away the debris of daily living, leaving the room spotless and functioning perfectly. It is a daily detoxification that requires no harsh fasts or expensive juices, just the consistent addition of nature's wisdom to your bowl. Furthermore, we cannot ignore the role of chia seeds in managing the silent killer of visceral fat. This is the fat stored deep inside the abdomen, wrapping around the liver and pancreas. Unlike subcutaneous fat, the pinchable inch, visceral fat is biologically active, pumping out inflammatory cytokines that disrupt hormones and accelerate aging. The accumulation of this fat is common after menopause due to the drop in estrogen. The soluble fiber in chia seeds has been shown to specifically target this visceral adiposity. By improving insulin sensitivity and providing satiety, that feeling of fullness that prevents overeating, chia helps to shrink the waistline from the inside out. This is not about vanity. It is about reducing the inflammatory burden on the body. A reduction in visceral fat leads to a direct improvement in metabolic markers and a reduction in the risk of chronic disease, allowing the body to age with grace and lightness. As we weave these threads together, the strong bones, the resilient muscles, the clear arteries, the calm mind, and the protected cells, we see a picture emerging of a body that is not fighting against time, but flowing with it. The chia seed acts as a bridge, spanning the gap between the needs of the aging body and the resources available in the modern diet. It is a small investment with a compounding return. Every day that you consume these seeds, you are depositing wealth into your biological bank account. You are telling your body that it is loved, that it is supported, and that it is worth preserving. As we stand at the intersection of internal biological repair and structural support, we must acknowledge that the body is not merely a collection of organs working in isolation, but a unified ecosystem where the external features, hair, nails, and the texture of the skin serve as the most visible indicators of our internal state. This leads us to the sixth dimension of the chia seed's miraculous nature, its specific capacity to revitalize the appendages of beauty that often suffer the most during hormonal shifts. Thinning hair and brittle nails are frequent complaints after 50, often dismissed as cosmetic nuisances, yet they are profound signals of nutritional redirection. When the body is under stress or lacking in resources, it ruthlessly deprioritizes hair and nails, diverting nutrients to vital organs like the heart and liver. The rich profile of chia seeds, laden with zinc, copper, protein, and B vitamins, sends a signal of abundance to the body. It tells the system that there is enough protein to spare for a thick, lustrous mane, enough minerals to forge nails that do not crack at the slightest touch. Copper, a trace mineral often forgotten, is essential for hair pigmentation and structure, helping to delay the graying process and maintain the integrity of the hair shaft. By consuming chia regularly, you are essentially convincing your body that it is safe to invest in beauty again, that it is no longer in a state of survival, but in a state of flourishing. But the journey of the chia seed does not end with ingestion. We must now cross the boundary from the kitchen to the vanity, exploring the seventh and perhaps most tangible benefit, the topical application of chia for direct dermal repair. While eating the seed builds the skin from the inside, applying its essence from the outside provides an immediate shield against the elements. Chia seed oil, cold-pressed and pure, is a revelation for aging skin. Unlike heavy, synthetic oils that clog pores, chia oil is lightweight and mimics the skin's natural sebum. It is one of the richest botanical sources of omega-3 fatty acids in nature, and when applied topically, these fatty acids work to repair the skin's moisture barrier instantly. For the woman over 50 who wakes up to skin that feels tight and parched, a few drops of chia oil can quell the inflammation and seal in hydration without the greasy residue. It has been clinically shown to significantly increase skin hydration and reduce transepidermal water loss, acting as a second skin that protects the delicate face from wind, cold, and dry air. Furthermore, the mucilage, that gel we spoke of earlier, can be used as a cooling, tightening face mask. When you apply the chia gel directly to the face, it dries to form a firming film, physically lifting the skin and tightening the pores while delivering a concentrated dose of hydration directly to the epidermis. It is a spa treatment rooted in nature, devoid of preservatives and chemicals. As the gel sits on the skin, it calms redness, soothes the irritation of rosacea, a common condition in older adults, and leaves the complexion looking glass-like and polished. This dual approach, feeding the skin from within and protecting it from without, creates a comprehensive beauty strategy that is simple, affordable, and incredibly effective. It transforms the chia seed from a mere food item into a holistic beauty tool, a secret weapon in the arsenal of graceful aging. Now, we must transition into the art of integration, for knowledge without application is merely trivia. How does one weave this powerful seed into the tapestry of daily life without it feeling like a chore or a medical prescription? The secret lies in culinary alchemy, the strategic combination of chia seeds with other ingredients to unlock their full potential. We must understand that nutrients do not work alone. They require partners. For instance, the iron in chia seeds, crucial for energy and preventing anemia, is non-heme iron, which is not easily absorbed by the body. However, when you combine chia seeds with vitamin C, such as a squeeze of lemon juice, a handful of berries, or slices of kiwi, the absorption of that iron triples. This suggests that the ultimate morning ritual for the woman over 50 is not coffee, but a chia fresca, water infused with chia seeds and fresh lime juice. This simple elixir wakes up the digestion, hydrates the system, provides a burst of electrolytes, and ensures that the minerals are absorbed efficiently. Consider the synergy of fats. While chia seeds contain healthy fats, consuming them alongside other lipid-rich foods like avocado or full-fat yogurt enhances the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins like D, E, and K. A breakfast of Greek yogurt, chia seeds, and walnuts is not just a meal. It is a metabolic command to the body to burn fat and build brain cells. It is about moving away from the low-fat dogma that misguided a generation and embracing the right fat philosophy that sustains the aging brain and skin. Baking with chia is another avenue of integration. By grinding the seeds and using them to replace a portion of flour in breads or muffins, you lower the glycemic index of your baked goods, turning a guilty pleasure into a blood sugar stabilizing snack. The mucilage can even act as an egg replacer for those trying to reduce cholesterol intake, binding ingredients together while adding fiber and moisture. This adaptability makes chia the perfect companion for any dietary philosophy, whether you're vegan, keto, paleo, or simply trying to eat whole foods. It is flavorless, meaning it will not clash with your palate. It absorbs the flavors of whatever it is paired with, be it the sweetness of mango or the savoriness of salad dressing. This neutrality is its strength. It does not demand that you change your entire diet. It simply asks to be included. It is the quiet guest that cleans up the house. Sprinkling a tablespoon over your lunchtime salad adds a crunch that signifies a boost in calcium. Stirring it into your evening soup thickens the broth and ensures you will not wake up hungry in the middle of the night. It is these small, consistent micro-habits that accumulate over weeks and months to produce the miracle. We must also speak to the patience required in this process. In a world of instant gratification, where we are sold creams that promise overnight results and procedures that erase decades in an hour, the path of the chia seed is one of gentle, rhythmic restoration. It takes approximately 28 days for the skin to renew itself, and perhaps 3 months for the red blood cells to turn over. To see the miraculous benefits, one must commit to the seed as a lifelong partner. The first week, you may simply notice better digestion and perhaps a bit more energy in the afternoon. By the first month, the skin begins to feel softer, less reliant on heavy lotions. By the third month, the hair feels thicker, the nails stronger, and the mind sharper. It is a slow bloom, but unlike the quick fix which fades, this foundational health is durable. It is built on the solid rock of cellular nutrition. There is a profound psychological shift that occurs when you begin to treat your food as medicine. It changes your relationship with your body from one of criticism to one of care. Every time you prepare your chia pudding or mix your seeds into your water, you are engaging in an act of self-love. You are acknowledging that your body, despite its age, or perhaps because of it, is precious and deserving of the highest quality fuel. This mindset shift is arguably as important as the nutrients themselves. The stress of hating one's aging body is toxic. The peace of nurturing it is healing. Chia seeds become the totem of this new relationship, a daily reminder that you have control over your vitality, that you are not a victim of genetics or time, but an active participant in your own well-being. Let us look at the broader picture of longevity. The blue zones, those regions of the world where people live the longest and healthiest lives, all share a common thread: a diet rich in plant-based whole foods, nuts, and seeds. By adopting chia seeds, you are aligning yourself with the wisdom of the centenarians. You are reducing your risk of the 4 horsemen of aging: heart disease, diabetes, cancer, and neurodegenerative disease. The fiber protects the colon and regulates sugar. The omega-3s protect the heart and brain. The antioxidants protect the DNA. It is a comprehensive insurance policy that costs pennies per day, but pays out in years of quality life. It allows you to be the active grandmother who can run in the park, the sharp-minded mentor who can guide the younger generation, the vibrant partner who still enjoys the romance of life. As we draw this exploration to a close, imagine for a moment the future version of yourself. 6 months from now, she is standing in front of the mirror. The inflammation that once puffed her face has subsided, revealing the elegant bone structure beneath. Her skin, once paper-thin and dry, now holds a resilience, a dewy quality that catches the light. Her energy is stable, no longer victim to the crash of sugar or the fatigue of insomnia. She feels strong, her joints lubricated, her muscles capable. This transformation did not require a scalpel, a prescription, or a winning lottery ticket. It began with a spoon and a seed. It began with the decision to add, not to subtract. To add nourishment, to add care, to add life. The 7 miraculous benefits, from the deep cellular hydration and anti-inflammatory firefighting, to the hormonal regulation of the gut and the structural support of bone and muscle, all the way to the cognitive clarity and the external glow, are not hyperbole. They are the physiological reality of what happens when you give the human body exactly what it needs to thrive in its second half. The Chia seed, ancient and tiny, is a testament to the fact that nature has provided for us. It has packaged resilience in a shell, waiting for us to unlock it. So, the next time you hold a jar of these speckled gray seeds, do not look at them as just another health fad or a bland topping. See them as potential energy. See them as bottled youth. See them as your allies in the beautiful, complex, and rewarding journey of aging. The power is in your hands, or rather, on your spoon. The river of time flows in one direction, but how we navigate it, how we weather the currents and the condition of our vessel, that is up to us. Embrace the seed. Embrace the ritual. And most importantly, embrace the vibrant, glowing, powerful person you are meant to be at 50, 60, and beyond. This is not just about living longer. It is about living deeper, richer, and with a radiance that comes from the very core of your being. The miracle is not in the seed alone. The miracle is what the seed allows you to become.